Hello, my name is Amishtika Munnaharkuli. Today I am going to present comparative analysis of Agile testing methodologies, in which my main keyword will be TDD, BDD, and ATDD. First, the introduction to Agile testing. Goal of Agile testing. There are four goals of Agile testing. First of all, it's early. Testing begins as soon as requirements are defined. Then it's continuous. Testing is integrated throughout the development lifecycle, not just at the end. It's collaborative, encourages input from all roles, developers, testers, and business stakeholders. Focus, delivering business value and rapid feedback on quality. The methodologies we will explore: test driven development, which is called TDD, behavior driven development, which is called BDD, and ATDD, which refers acceptance test driven development. Then we are going to present test driven development, TDD principles. Found Foundational principles: write code to pass the test. The red green refactor cycle. There are three things: red, green, and refactor. Red, write a small test that fails and ensures the requirement is understood. Green, write just enough production code to make the test pass. And refactor, clean up the code while ensuring all tests still pass. Focus, design and quality at the unit level. TDD is primarily a developer practice. Process overview of TDD. Tests are written in the same language as the code, such as Python, Java. The primary output is high quality, maintainable code. Then it comes the benefits and drawbacks of TDD. The benefits. There are lots of benefits of TDD, such as clean design, high coverage, immediate feedback, living documentation. It's first, clean design forces developers to think about design and structure before implementation, leading to modular and decoupled code. High coverage achieves 100% test coverage for the written code. Immediate feedback, errors are found and fixed immediately, saving time later, and it's the best thing of the TDD. Living documentation, unit tests serve as documentation for how the code works. By the way, there are some drawbacks of TDD. Its initial velocity requires discipline and focus is technical. Initial velocity. Development can feel slower initially due to the need for strict discipline. Requires discipline. Teams must commit the refactor step, skipping it negative benefits. So I think this is the most important drawbacks of the TDD, because everyone should be committed and should be disciplined. Focus is technical, does not directly involve the customer or business team. Then we are going to present BDD, which called behavior driven development principles. Foundation Foundational principles: collaboration and shared understanding. Ubiquitous language defines requirements using clear, business focused language accessible to technical and non technical team members. The three amigos: product owner, developer, and tester collaborate to define features. Gherkin syntax uses the standardized given when then format to describe system behavior and its process overview. Scenarios are written collaboratively and automated using tools such as Cucumber, Spaceflow. Its focus is on behavior at the future level. Benefits and drawbacks of the BDD. First, we will discuss the benefits and then we will come to the drawbacks. The benefits are so many: clear communication, living documentation, reduced rework, and case study example. Clear communication. User stories become executable specification, bridging the gap between business requirements and code. Living documentation. Gherkin files are the source of truth, remaining up to date with the system. Reduced rework. Fewer misunderstandings lead to a lower defect rate, I think, which saves a lot of time. Case study example: e-commerce platforms often use BDD to define complex checkout flows and payment processing rules clearly for all stakeholders. Then we will discuss the drawbacks. Everything has drawbacks. So first of all, it's tooling setup, scenario quality, and overhead. Tooling setup requires specific tools such as Cucumber, Gherkin parser, and setup complexity. It's complex to set up the things. Scenario quality. If poorly written, scenarios can become fragile or ambiguous. Overhead requires significant time for collaboration through amicus meetings. Scenarios. Then the principles of ATDD, which is called acceptance test driven development. Its foundational principles are customer acceptance as the driver, external focus, defines acceptance criteria from the customer's perspective before development begins, precedes development. The acceptance test is the requirement definition. Goal of ATDD is ensure the software meets the agreed upon business value and is built right. Process overview, similar to DDD, development stops when the acceptance test passes, involves the customer or a proxy like product owner or something like that, heavily in definition test. And yeah, it has also the benefits and drawbacks. First, we will discuss about the benefits. There are three benefits of ATDD: build the right thing, clear sign off, reduce feature creep. Build the right thing guarantees that the final product meets the customer specific needs, and it's the main thing, in my perspective, of software development. We should meet the customer's acceptance, obviously. And then it's clear sign off. The acceptance test provides an objective automated metric for feature completion, reduces feature creep. Clear acceptance criteria reduce the likelihood of unmanaged scope changes. Drawbacks of ATDD. Stakeholders dependency requires high availability and active involvement from the customer or product owner. In my perspective, it will be not required because everyone cannot be present in every time. Then here's come granularity challenge. Can be difficult to define acceptance criteria that are testable enough for developers. Case study examples: projects built under contract or for regulatory compliance. Formal customer sign off is mandatory before deployment. Comparative analysis, team and focus. Basically, here we have all the things like TDD, ATDD, and BDD, and there are the things which we have already discussed in the before slides. So I will go the next, and it's the logistic and impact, the aspects TDD, BDD, and ATDD, which we will discuss here. The first is ease of integration. TDD is high, can be adopted by a single developer or team with standard unit testing frameworks, and BDD is moderate, requires team-wide collaboration and Gherkin language adaptation. ATDD is moderate or high, requires direct customer engagement, which can be difficult to schedule, which I have already mentioned before. And then it's come to the learning curve. TDD is low to moderate, where the BDD is moderate and ATDD is low to moderate, is like the TDD, which I have already mentioned earlier. And the impact of communication is TDD is low, primarily technical, and BDD is high, creates a shared language between technical and business teams, and ATDD is also high. Then it's come to the situational examples, when to choose which one, and it's the interesting thing. So the project that benefits from TDD, code quality, a financial library or a complex data processing module where precision, mathematical correctness, and low-level code integrity are paramount. Why we should choose this? Ensures every class and function behaves exactly as intended, minimizing deep defects. Project that benefits from BDD, feature clarity. Developing a new user feature such as forgot password, flow, or an internal HR reporting system. Why? The Gherkin scenarios ensure the PO, QA, and dev teams all agree on the expected user journey and behavior. Project that benefits from ATDD, scope alignment, a fixed price contract project or a product for a regulated industry such as healthcare, aviation, and etc. etc. Why? The acceptance test legally define the boundary of the deliverable, minimizing code or scope disputes. And it comes the conclusion and key takeaways. Key takeaways. These are not mutually exclusive. They work together to create equality at different levels. TDD is in unit, BDD is in feature, and ATDD is in acceptance. So actually, it's work together. The fundamental shift is test first, which drives better design, clearer requirements, and continuous feedback. Adopting this methodology shifts testing from a final checkpoint to a core driver of the development process. And if we say the summary, TDD builds the code correctly, BDD ensures the team builds the feature right, and ATDD ensures the team builds the right product. So everything has a perfectness in the specific things. So there are some references such as test driven development. It's from 2003, and by example Edison Wesley Professional. Behavioral driven development, or VDD. It's there are two references here I have used, 2000s in 2006 and 2011. First one is not D and second one is adjective. And next thing is acceptance test driven development, ATTD, and agile testing. I have used two references here as well. So yeah, that was my presentation.